And we are back with Kim. Some
Hello.
more ink oxides. I'm excited to work with these. These are so trendy right now.
I'm really enjoying them.
And I'm looking at what we have on the table here, and I'm excited for you to tell us what we're going to do.
So we are going to make this little tag. It's a happy birthday tag. And what I want to show is how to use the Distress Oxide inks. How I've used them in the background is what you see a lot on some of the little videos that are around, and it's just really fun to visit that. And then I've used some simple stories, embellishments, and little enamel dots.
Love it. And of course, what that
art impression stamps. I love them. So, you
Yeah.
know, he's kind of like a party ox with his hat and his streamers. And I've used the little wobbles as well from Art Impressions. That give it just a little bit of movement.
Yeah,
you can shake it,
move.
and they're kind of fun.
They are fun.
Yeah,
I like those
so
wobblies.
That's where I want to take you with
especially, I just have to, I'm squirreling. I especially like this guy's bum. So when they put them together, the back of the card wobbles, right?
It
so
does.
His bum. It's
it
cute.
does.
Really
yeah,
cute.
they're a fun idea.
You have to check out these wobbly stamps and accessories from Art Impressions. They're fun.
They're very smart.
Okay, sorry, I squirreled.
Oh,
Kim.
no, it's all good
Go
to
into
squirrel.
that.
So with the background here, this is so simple to do. I'm just going to move it out of the way.
Yeah, we'll get everything out of the way.
You take your inks.
So just wait though, this started as a white background, right?
It did. You know what? It's going to start like this. This is a piece of Creative Scrapbooker Magazine's Super Stock.
Really heavyweight, 140 pounds. It can take a lot of love.
And it's bright white, so your colors are going to stay true to what they were intended to be. With the Distress Oxide inks, you're just going to...
Oh gosh, you're going to make a mess right
make
there.
a little bit of a mess.
So we're working on a non-stick mat, right? Like
it is, yeah. It's like a silicone mat. It's almost like a cookie sheet that you could put in, right? They're available everywhere in craft stores and whatnot. And I'm just squeezing down my inks. You don't want to blend them. You want to keep them separate so that they don't get muddy.
Okay.
And then I have my water spritzer. I use the Distress Sprayer. I like it. And you're going to spray some water.
I just feel like you're like a chemistry student.
Oh, I am. I'm so smart and scientific here. And then what you want to do is just dab them. And then you're going to get this wonderful mix of colors. And for the sake of TV, I am just going to dab it dry. Okay. At home, I would probably use an iron or
like a heat gun or something, a light heat set.
And then you can just keep layering your color. The nice things about the Distress Oxide inks is they layer on top of each other, so your colors stay true on top of each other.
And you can see that really well here.
Yeah, they're not going brown and they're not turning muddy.
Right.
Another thing that they also do is you can continue to add
you can
water.
spray the water right on them and then it moves around.
And it moves it, and it will remove kind of color, so you get this really interesting effect of colors and depth of colors and layering of colors.
Lots to play with.
Yeah, and you can just keep doing this. You can keep adding and adding and adding. You can use them as well.
How about if I do this? I'm going to clean this up. Is that okay?
Well, you can clean up after me if you want.
I would love to, Kim.
There's nothing wrong with a messy scrapbooker, though.
It's true.
Another thing that you can do with these is like your traditional Distress inks that we're used to, is you can use them with your foam tip.
Right.
And you can edge them. You know, I think originally a lot of people are seeing that, oh, we just do this, but you can use them like your regular
inks. In the
inks.
previous show, one of our previous shows, Kim also showed that you can also use these oxide inks for embossing and just straight paper stamping. So you're not limited to this really super cool technique.
This technique is amazing, but
yes.
you can use it for stamping, embossing. You can take, and I'm going to mix my colors here.
I think that there's 12 colors right now, but I believe they'll be adding to it.
Yeah, so you know, you can go over with a stylus to kind of blend colors. It's limitless what you can do with
Looks
these.
great.
Yeah, so it's really fun.
And then Kim, you used your Chameleon pens.
I did.
For something on here too.
So,
and before you look at this, before you get started, I have to show, this is the 52 box set from
magic.
Chameleon Pens. These are pens one pen, multiple colors.
Yes.
It makes shading actually an absolute breeze.
So if you're doing
And it looks really
flower,
pretty on your
it looks
desk.
very
Sorry,
nice
Tim.
on your desk. If you're doing flowers and really detailed things, these are so easy to work with. You do not have to know anything about coloring. When you get into some bigger images, they're a little tougher if you don't
Patience.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So what I like to do is I like to use one or two colors that are similar.
Right.
Color the whole image in. I can layer with the second
Oh, I
color to
see.
get a different tone.
Okay.
And then I like to use a colorless blender, which is the white,
And blend them in together.
blend them in together.
Right.
And that blender will remove color. It will let you to add different color, and it looks
It's like
different.
a magic eraser, but not really.
It is.
Yeah.
So this one here was not using the technique that they show with the blender and fusing
Okay.
it. This is just
A
color.
straight color and then the blender.
the blender tip
Okay, it
coloring
worked
over
really
top
well.
of it. Yeah, and I find that when with a bigger image,
Right. It makes it a little bit quicker.
it's a little easier
Yeah.
to do, and my brain can wrap around it.
I just want to, you used some cute little things from the Simple Stories Life in Color.
Yeah, these are just fun
Those are
little
fun little
embellishments
things.
here that I
These
added.
are so cute,
Aren't
these
they
enamel
cute?
dots.
And the
Very
colors,
nice.
how nice do they play
Perfectly.
with the Distress Oxide inks?
All stuck together with Scrapbook
Of
Adhesives
course,
by 3L.
Scrapbook Adhesive by 3L. I love my Easy Runner Grand.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kim, I would definitely come to your party if you sent me this.
Well, I might.
Yes.
I might.
Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you.
Cool.